2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. For the Timberwolves, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. Hey, let's talk about Ricky Rubio, the Spanish playmaker. A good example, Kenny, of a guy whose impact goes beyond the stat sheet.
Sí, defensivo es muy bien, pero a little bit underrated as an offensive player as well. I was going to go the whole thing in Spanish, but
thank you for not.
You know, this I am very bilingual. But he, he jumps the passing legs on the defense. He's 6'4", rangy, muy difícil.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. They've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've got to be thrilled with the way this season has started for them. They've already got some big wins under their belt and definitely a confidence booster.
And, you know, I think it was important for them to get off to this sort of start. I mean, they had to prove themselves early that they were going to be able to compete with the big fellas, and they've done that.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Foster in at shooting guard. John Henson out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. Levine, and Henson sends it back. That drops. And here is Los Angeles now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Throughout the first half, even into the third quarter, they had the game totally under control. But, man, they just fell apart, collapsed in the fourth quarter. They should not have lost this game.
You know, I really think that they thought the game was over. And oftentimes, as soon as you start to look ahead, you lose that momentum, and then you can't recover. And that seems to be the case in that one.
Shot's good by Turner.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
And Rubio kicks to Levine from outside the arc. Cannot hit. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Randle passes to Foster. Shoots from the right block. Levine with the rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here's Foster. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. And there's always talk about if team chemistry matters or not. Let me tell you, it matters a lot.
Yes.
Clark, you really push this. You can look at his team, and this team in particular, and they have, I think, a great locker room.
No question about it, Kevin. You see it in their demeanor. They really care about each other. And I think it starts with Freak, from what I understand. He makes sure they're doing things as a team off the court as well as on to build that camaraderie.
Levine dishes to Towns. Down low. Plays it up and banks it in. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Zhang kicks to Wiggins. Clock at 6. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Lakers trail by 3. Now here's Freak. 32 points for him last game against the Clippers. No good there off the double clutch.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Now, here's Rubio. 17 points in his last outing. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Cole Aldrich is checked in for Towns. Nicholson comes in for Jang. McLemore's checked in for Wiggins. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Williams gets the bucket. Here is Bayless. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. To the middle, here's Aldrich. The rebound by Nance.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like
the Lakers trail. Taking a look at the Lakers. Foster, he's in at point guard. Evan Turner is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Henson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers was superb. He ended with 32 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Jang, the pass to Rubio. Lock at 6. Back to Jang. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
On the wing, Turner, covered by Wiggins. And it's Foster missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Rubio with a wide open look. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Foster dishes to Henson. Turner against Wiggins. Here's Foster. That one off the back iron and out.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
It's blocked. And Turner kicks to Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Ricky Rubio. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
Dishes to Turner. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Rubio kicks to Zhang. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Foster. Nailed from three-point land. Foster's got 9 points. Timberwolves leading by 6. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Minnesota. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, the Lakers, sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
You know, for Los Angeles, if the season were to end today, they'd find themselves right in the playoff hunt. That's some serious progress for a team that struggled so much of last year.
Unfortunately, the season doesn't end today. There's a long way to go, but still, it looks like they're on the right track.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Wiggins outside. There's the pick. Feeds to McLemore. Out to the wing. Here's Levine. Defended by Foster. High arcing shot. A shot's good from Aldridge. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Williams kicks to Pondexter. Bass with the screen. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Shot on the wing. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Pondexter. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wiggins left side. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
How about Wiggins in this one? 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad one.
And we're through the...
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. We stay patient, waiting for that can't-miss shot.
Thank you for your time. This one far from...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
The athletic duo of LaVine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Orgie Dang is out there with Towns, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell. Russell passes to Foster. Fades. Goes back up. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Russell.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And Rubio kicks to LaVine. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Rubio dishes to Wiggins. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And he banks in the layup.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. There's Levine. And another 3 for Minnesota.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Henson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Russell passes the Foster. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And Turner kicks to Henson. Towns with the steal. Here's Levine. He's got 18. Towns dishes to Levine. Russell against Rubio. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Shot off the pick. No luck. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Pass to Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Ties it up. Timberwolves shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Foster, he's in at the point. Randall out there with Turner. Then it's John Henson, and it's Williams at the 2. And a wide open look here for Wiggins, and right through it goes. Wiggins has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Randall. Turner up top, covered by Wiggins. Here's Foster. The three-pointer off the mark. And Minnesota has possession. And Bayless kicks to Rubio. Six to shoot. There's the dish to Towns. That's good. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Henson's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Williams. Chang, the pass to Wiggins. He kicks it to Rubio. In the corner, it's Chang. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Williams. Now the feed to Foster. Shoots. Here's Randall. Plays it up and banks it in. Randall's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Chang, no luck. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Foster. fader on the way, and the rejection by Jang. On the wing, Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 7th assist in the game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here for the Timberwolves.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Levine's checked in. Williams kicks it to Foster. Can't get it to go. Good D by Rubio. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Good chance here for Turner. That one's good from the corner. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Kicks to Towns. Now the pass to Wiggins. He dishes it to Levine. Jang with a screen on Williams. And Henson sends it back. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Welcome fans to the FIBA qualifying round.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. That's good. And it's 6 points here for Ricky Rubio.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Lakers trail by 4. Outside turning. Henson with the screen. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Foster. That one rolling around and runs out.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Randall dishes to Foster. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's Rubio, top of the key. Shoots the 3. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Williams passes to Foster. Shot to stop the run. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 22 points for Freak.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Off target from outside. And it's Rubio penetrating. He feeds it to Jang. Pass to Levine. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Williams. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. Offensive rebound. Wiggins dishes to Towns. Feeds to Levine. They set the screen. Rubio the pass to Dang. And so Minnesota takes the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andrew Wiggins.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
There's no denying Wiggins has.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And the clock ticking down to tip off. Kenny, you won 2 championships, might I remind you, back to back. Explain to us the makeup of a champion.
Well,
and not the makeup you're wearing right now,
I never
but the makeup of a championship team.
However, number one is to believe. You have to believe and trust in your teammates. Trust is the most important thing. And most people think trust comes from on the offensive end, but it's trust on the defensive end. Meaning, Ernie, if I'm going to send you baseline, I said,
Two teams, 2 conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. A time-honored tradition. The NBA on 2K Sports. Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, the big news, Joakim Noah out with the injury.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I don't think there's any doubt. You know, when you watch that live, that injury seemed to be far worse. So still, small comfort for him having to sit these next few weeks out, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At small forward and power forward, it's McDermott and Gibson. And it's Mahimi in at the 5 down low. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Detroit Pistons.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Mahimi hits them both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Randall is screen on Butler. Turner dishes to Foster. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rose against Russell. Here's Gibson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Russell kicks it to Foster from about 16, and he hits the jump shot. Foster's got his second bucket of the night. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the foul called on Freak. Chicago leading by 13. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Foster, he's in at point guard. John Henson out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Turner. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He finished with 22 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And Turner kicks to Randall. At the elbow, it's Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And the first one at the line is good.
You look at the game so far for Freak. He has 8 points and 1 steal.
And Foster drops them both. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Foster against Chalmers. Butler in the corner. Lets the three fly. And again, no good by Chicago. Foster passes to Clarkson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. It's good from about 19 feet.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Butler kicks to Mahinmi. McDermott with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Chalmers with it. Out defended by Randall. Shot to end this cold run. Randall grabs the board.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Chicago leading by 6. Now, here's Chalmers. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Mario Chalmers picks one up. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
That one misses.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's Clarkson. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And the basket good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Chalmers. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Now, here's Chalmers. Following the miss by Freak. And that one's good by Butler.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Timeout call for the Lakers.
Now let's take a moment to check out the steals leaders. Second, Jimmy Butler.
And for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brandon Bass is checked in for John Henson. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Lakers trail by 11. Now Foster. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota. He hits it from 9. Foster's got 12 points in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Rose against Foster. Nance with some nice D.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Foster. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Pass to Gibson. Shot from 16. And he knocks down the jumper. He's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
It's deflected. Williams with the steal. Butler dishes to Rose. Here's Williams. Cannot hit. And the Lakers going the other way now, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was all down. Stay down.
The first one falls. Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And both free throws good from Gibson. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Foster. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in.
Rose against Russell. Williams has a screen for Mirotic. From deep 3-point range, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half.
Your Lakers, 31. 40.
And now the third quarter has to get going. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. At small forward and power forward, it's McDermott and Gibson. And it's Mahimi in at the 5, roaming the paint. And yes, sir, that one drops.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Henson, a screen on Rose. Russell passes to Foster. Trying his luck deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Mahimi's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Rose up on top. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Turner. And a wide open look for Freak. Drains the 3-pointer. Foster's got 19 points. The Bulls leading by 8. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. The focus of their discussion was getting their offense to run through Butler. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Those are likely not the guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Rose kicks to Butler. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Bulls also changing it up. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. There's the screen. Rose dishes to Williams. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Clarkson. Hits the three-point bomb. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Now here's Rose. 7 points in the game. It's stolen by Bass. Freak with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Williams. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Chalmers passes to Williams. Rebound by Williams. Lakers trail by 11. The dish to Foster. And Nance kicks it to Foster. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Bulls in second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis, and it's Butler in for Mario Chalmers. Chicago leading by 9. Rose dishes to Butler. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Rose. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And that's 10 points here for Taj Gibson.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Here's Rose. He kicks it to Butler. Back to Rose. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He's got 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
John Henson's checked in for Nance. Rose passes to Butler. That's tipped. Lakers trail by 13. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And Chicago shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Outside Rose with 2 seconds left. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And 11 points for Rose.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Ladies and gentlemen, go Lakers!
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Bulls leading by 15. Foster, he's in at the point. Julius Randle is out there at Turner. Then it's Russell, and it's Henson in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. And he makes the first.
Derrick Rose taking 2 shots.
And Rose drops them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Now here's Turner. Randall. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And here are the Bulls now. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Butler against Russell. Rose kicks to Gibson. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Butler. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Russell with a wide open look. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Rose kicks to Butler. The 15-footer. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
All right, Staples Center, look who's coming onto the court.
Bulls making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls.
Lakers trail by 15. Here's Russell. And he slams it one-handed.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Randall no good. The Bulls leading by 13. Chalmers with it. Now defended by Freak. Chalmers dishes to Butler. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Stolen by Chalmers. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Really an extraordinary game for Butler. He has 20 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Lakers trail by 17. Foster passes to Russell. Picked by Randall. Here's Turner. And again, the Lakers no good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Chalmers with it. Out defended by Freak. And Mario Chalmers gets the 3. And the Bulls lead by 20.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
The Bulls leading by 18. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And here's McDermott. Back to Gibson. And the shot is long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The shot by Turner no good. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And Chalmers kicks to Mahimi. Chalmers dishes to Butler. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. Randall grabs the board. Lakers trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Los Angeles, D'Angelo Russell at the line for 2.
And so Russell hits them both. And Chicago has possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Butler in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 25 points for Jimmy Butler.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Henson with the screen. At the elbow, Randall. And the Lakers with another miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
There's the pass to McDermott. Kicks it to Butler. Feeds it to Gibson. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Takes a big height bounce and goes in. 23 points for Freak.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jimmy Butler. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
4 on the clock. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Turner. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Foster. No good on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Here's Chalmers. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Brooks with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler. During the second half, it seemed like he was simply on a mission. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.